Good morning. Welcome to a brand new week here at Hunky Dory Craft TV. My name is Anne-Marie and today I have got the lovely Natalie. Whoop,
Hi.
whoop, whoop. It feels like ages since we've been in here together, but I don't think it's been that long.
No, I don't think so, but it does feel like it's been a very long time, doesn't it?
It does, it does.
But it's going to be a fun day.
It is indeed. Natalie's going to be showing us those brand new layering stamps and I am so excited to see just what she's going to create with them. So make sure you stay tuned to see that. So if you were here with us last week, we were in here every single day celebrating our 13th birthday. And we were quite sad on Friday when it was all over. So we thought, you know what, let's just carry it on into Monday. What a better way to spend your Monday, especially if you've got the weather that we have.
Oh yeah, we need something to cheer us up.
Yeah, we do not want the Monday blues here. We are still partying with our after party. So you can still grab all of those incredible freebies. The more you spend, the more you're going to get, basically. That's the deal. So just placing an order is going to get you a pack of Diamond Sparkles gemstones absolutely free of charge added to your order. And those gifts just keep stacking up the more that you spend. It's pretty incredible. So today is your last chance. Do not miss out. First of all, before we head over to our lovely Natalie, we are going to look at our Win It Weekly. How exciting. I wondered what this was when I came in. I was like, oh, what's this? It's a Christmas blockbuster.
Is that the free gift? Is that the gift?
Yeah.
Oh, what?
I know.
Oh, wait. It's even more exciting.
Two
people.
Oh, my goodness.
Not just one.
Just look at this stack of goodies.
Oh,
my word. You are getting your project magazine. Shall I come back a bit? Sorry, I was really up close then, wasn't I? You're going to get your Crafting with Hunky Dory project magazine. You are then going to get your Christmas classics, okay? It makes at least 20 cards. Look at this. All adorable scoreable, all foiled and die cut. You're going to get your contemporary Christmas. I'll just show you in the back there. You've got some of the gorgeous finished samples. Look at those.
Some lovely sets in here.
It's beautiful. I don't think I actually got to see this year.
You didn't see any of it.
I didn't, because we were in Wales when it launched. I was very sad. Look at this.
Really fun things. Super cute in that one. And then, of course, this is the best one, isn't it?
Yeah, always the top-selling one, the Winter Wonderland, with its stunning snowy scenes. I couldn't get my words out then. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's worth £49.95 and 2 lucky people are going to win one of these each. So to be in with a chance of winning, you need to answer our question, which is, this is a nice, easy one for a Monday. According to Forrest Gump, life was like, was it A, a bag of lemons? Oh, sometimes. B, a handful of roses, or C, a box of chocolates. You let us know, just like, share and comment with your answer and we will select a winner on Friday?
Friday.
Yeah, we did one every day last week if you missed out. But yes.
I was like, what is going on here?
I know.
One every day?
That was me. I was like, can we just do it every day? Just
Crazy.
causing chaos. I know. Absolutely incredible. So make sure you like, share and comment with your answer to be in with the chance of winning that amazing blockbuster. How exciting. Okay, so before we show you the fabulous layering stamps in more detail, let's have a look at some of the finished samples. Aren't they just beautiful? So if you joined us on Friday, you will have seen our fabulous Stacey, and for the love of stamps, actually sit with Stacey's team. Was it Stacey who actually did these, or was it?
I think it was Jen.
Was it Jen?
Yeah.
So we have a few Jens. Are we on 3? Is that our latest count of Jens?
Yes, because new one is not a Jen, she's a Jess. She is a J.
She is a J, but yeah, we're stacking up our Jens. So the lovely Jen who works with Stacey with our stamps and dies actually designed these ones, and look how clever they are. So this is the Aster, And what you're getting here is all the different layers so that you can ink them in different colours to give you, let me flip this around, these beautiful finished examples. So layering up the colours is going to give you this fabulous finished design. And what we've done here as well, we've actually told you which stamps you need, which ink pads you need for each stamp so that you can get those colours absolutely spot on.
And
So
I think it's so handy that, because I think the one thing that could be quite tricky here is making sure that you've got the right colours.
Yes.
The right colours that mix, the right tones of colours that can create some beautiful finished samples for you. So this is a really, really useful guide. So don't be throwing the backing away for this one.
No, definitely
You'll need
not.
to keep it.
Definitely not. You need to keep this. And it's again just taking out that step, isn't it? That difficult sort of colour coordination. If that's not your thing, then we've sort of done that for you. So your top one here, you're going to need your canary yellow, your orange zest and your roasted coffee to give you that incredible design over here at the end. It's absolutely stunning, isn't it? I love the concept. The whole idea is just amazing. And in there you have got 13 stamps altogether. You've got all of your bits and pieces you need for each flower, and then you get that gorgeous sentiment as well in the centre, which says "You are so thoughtful." Then we have our absolute classic.
This is going to be everyone's favourite.
Definitely. If this is not the bestseller, I'll be
very shocked.
Very, very shocked. So this is obviously your poppy. And again, we have got that fabulous stamping guide on the reverse. I love the black and grey one.
It's very pretty, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's really beautiful. And again, you can see at the top there, you're getting your stamping guide. So for your red one, you need your fire coral. The second one is fire coral as well. Ink layering technique. Are you going to show us this?
Yeah, I am. I'm going to demonstrate this. So when we were planning this out and we were trying to get the best colours for you, we actually found that sometimes if you use the same colour again for one layer, it intensified it.
Nice.
And it helps to add the different layers of colour.
I love that idea. Then you have the red brick and you have the red chili as well. So I'm assuming that our best friend with these stamps is going to be our stamping press.
Yep, your stamping press. If you're a little bit more confident, you're going to be able to use your acrylic blocks. It'll be a little bit faster for you, but yeah, your stamping press is going to help you out loads here.
Next we have
loads.
Yeah, we have our primrose. Look at these. This is absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to flip this around for you so you can see the colours on the reverse because they are just stunning. I love the pink one. It's absolutely gorgeous there, and the leaves as well. And that one has celebrating your day with your sentiment. And then our final set is our chrysanthemum. What did you call this last week?
I'm pretty sure I just said the "n" instead of an so chrysanthemum. Chrysanthemum. I can't say it now. Chrysanthemum. Nun. Chrysanthemum. I think I said nun instead of mum. And you were like, "That's not right, Natalie."
I don't know
like,
what that
well,
is.
what did you expect?
Right.
It's me.
It was just quite amusing. I was like, what? And again, you can see you're getting that gorgeous stem as well as that beautiful big bold flower. It's absolutely gorgeous. And again, if I just flip that one around for you, you can see 3 different colour options there. And obviously these are just a guide. You don't have to follow these colour options. You can do your own colours.
Jazz it up.
Yeah, absolutely. You can do anything you like. So they are £10 each, or you can get any 2 for £17.50. So you can mix and match and select any 2 designs and open up that multi-buy, or you can grab all 4 and it's just £30, which is amazing value. It's like getting one free, isn't it? That's super good value. 43 stamps in total, and that's giving you the whole range of those beautiful layering flowers for you to be able to make your own gorgeous bouquets. Okay, shall we head over to the lovely Natalie?
Shall we see what we can do?
See what she's going to make.
Okay, so I'm going to use the chrysanthemum stamp, and I've got my guide handy because we are going to follow these colours here. We're going to stamp it twice to create a nice little scene, and what I'm actually going to do then is die cut from this to build a little bit more dimension. So I'm going to put one up at the top, and then I think I'm going to put one a bit further down, and these might go like over on top of each other. So what I'm going to do is just
but they would do that
stamp one first, and then so I want the one that you're going to see first on top. So my one that's going to be a bit further down is going to be more vibrant. So Just make sure that that is on there. We're going to go with the pink jelly bean. So we're doing this beautiful sort of pink and purple look here. So your pink jelly bean is sort of your lightest of pink. So if you were ever going to do a project where you're going to do an ombre, your pink jelly bean is where you would start off with first. So we'll stamp that one down.
Could you do this with like generational stamping, you know?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So you could do it lighter and then darker, and you could just use one ink pad if you were going to do that.
Yeah.
Which would look really nice.
So if you don't have loads of colours,
yes,
you're missing out, but you can obviously do it.
You can do it. So that is one layer there, and then
I like it just like that. Do you know, with the
one layer
silhouette?
down. I think it looks really cute, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Let's just pop this on here. Now these are going to sort of layer up, but it won't be a problem when we add our extra layers on, because we're going to add more dimension to certain areas here. So again, we'll go down with that layer of colour, and it's actually going to be, I'm going to leave it lighter, I think, on that bit, so that you can see a little bit of difference.
It's
so
nice.
Then layer 2 is obviously your layer which has a little bit more sort of missing away here, and then what all you have to do is, using your first stamp as a guide, we're just gonna make sure that this matches up. We'll bring our stamping press back in.
And because they're quite solid shapes, they are quite easy to line up, aren't they, like that?
Yeah, really, really easy. I think depending on which stamp you're using, the more the layers they've got, the more sort of tricky it could be.
Yeah.
But once you've sort of looked at your guide, it'll show you the way that Stacey's done the guide. It actually has the right sort of, the images the right way, so you can see it from that. So we'll go in again with that one, and you can see it's already added a little bit more dimension. And then I'm just going to peel this off, and I'm going to go in with the third layer.
Oh, we've got a couple of questions. So Zara's asking if the free gifts are still going. Yes, they are. Today is your last chance. We are celebrating. We're getting as much out of this birthday as we possibly can. So today is the last day. We have got Shelley, who has said, I love Natalie so much. It's in capitals. I think she really means that. That is a lot of love. And somebody else, Linda's saying, hi Natalie, I hope you're not too tired today.
Tired?
Yeah.
No, we haven't done that much this weekend. We travelled across for the football, so I went across to Blackpool. We actually won, which was it's been a while, I will tell you that, which was fun. And then yesterday we did a little bit of, we tried to do DIY. We wasn't successful, so we had to get family help around. But we had a nice day yesterday. We went to visit a new little friend that is going to come and live with us.
So exciting. In
a small while. Me and Dan are having a little puppy.
He's very cute.
He's super, super cute. I'll have to share a photo on my
You will, definitely.
Facebook,
because he's flipping adorable.
Adorable. So because I'm layering this up now, and I don't want the purple from this bit to go in with the purple here, I'm using bits of my masking tape. Now, the easiest way to do this, and people who've stamped for a really long time, you'll know that if you stamp your first layer onto a masking sheet, cut around it, you'll be able to cover that up straight away. But because we've got, because I didn't think about that before I came in here, I actually don't have any in the Facebook room, so I'm just going to use a little bit of masking tape, or even if you have some post-it notes sticking around.
Yeah, that would work.
That works as well. So we're going to pop down that second layer now onto the top of here, and we'll go in with that Mauve Moments again, which is that deeper purple. Now if you wanted this to be even deeper on this first one, then you could, and I think I might do that on this one actually. Ooh. I'll go in twice because flowers are all different.
Yeah.
So the more sort of colours you put on one section, the different that it will all sort of look when you reveal sort of the last little bit. So we'll take that off, and then we'll put on our third layer. And I think what's really cool about this as well is Stacey's also Stacey and Jen have also designed these to work with leaves as well. So the leaves work in exactly the same way. So the whole sort of finish to your card,
it's brilliant, isn't it?
It's going to look really, really nice. And I think this type of stamping is something that is really quite beautiful as well, this whole look. So we'll just add
great if you're not very confident with colouring in either.
Fantastic for that. Go in with our purple again. So we've got,
oh my god, they look stunning, don't they?
Flowers now. So when we lift this up, you can see you've got sort of like a variation of size then. And then we're gonna add to the bottom of our stamp. Which way should we do this? Let's do it so it's kind of like on an angle.
They look so realistic, it's amazing.
Just gonna, because I just want to hide this bit so this still stays sort of in the forefront, I'm just going to add a little bit of tape onto that because my stamp is actually going over that now where I've popped that. So let's do this. Take this off our stamping press and I'm just going to give it a little bit of a clean because the last thing you want to do is stamp over and add more colour. So we'll pop this up to here so we know it's straight and it's in the right place. These are a bit sticky because they are brand new out the packet stamps. So layer 1 is your lightest colour. So in this instance we're going with our apple green. So that is going to sit on there really nicely. Layer 2 is going to be our olive green, so it's going to give it sort of like a really nice darker look.
It's my favourite colour, that one in the greens, the olive.
It's really nice, isn't it? So I could have actually gone a little bit further up here, but I'll show you how we can adjust that so that you won't see that gap. So olive green for the second layer, and you can see the dimensions starting to come together with this.
It really is, isn't it?
And then our third layer.
They just come to life every time you stamp. It's amazing.
It's going to be just making sure that it all lines up nicely. All the points are where they need to be. And then rainforest green is going to be the last green we're going to use here. So just on those little spots there. And then we'll stamp this over the top. Now, you've got so much sort of dimension and bits and pieces coming through there. And then I'm going to add with my, oh, we don't have one in here. Needs a water brush. You know what we can do though? We can use a brush marker. So if I can get these out, we can find a colour. I think it's probably going to be this one, which is 150. And we can just
very clever
blend this in so it fits up here. And then if you wanted to as well, because we aren't going to be able to fit another sort of stalk or flower in there, you could sort of freehand one so it looked like it was coming down, but we're just going to leave it with the one. And then this is going to be the fun bit. So to create some dimension to this card, because as you can see, now we've removed that away, it's a little bit flat. You've got the beautiful flowers in there, but we want to make it a little bit more fun. So we're going to die cut into this card.
It does look amazing though, it really does.
It does look really cool. I'm going to die cut into here this diamond shape. Now this is, I think, the third smallest. I can't find my tape now. It's
on top of your stamp. Oh,
it is. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, so this is the third smallest from our stamp. So that's just going to go about 3/4 of the way up. And I am going to keep it quite clean, this card, because I think when you've got beautiful layering stamps like this, you don't have to go too crazy. Just move that along because it was just off-centered. I'm going to cut this out. And then we're going to sort of paper piece it back in when we stick our card together. So the last thing we're going to do on this is add our beautiful sentiment, which is going to sort of go over our flowers in this middle section here. So let's lie this flat. we'll just pop that to one side for a moment. And then the sentiment here is from the heart, and I'm going to offset it.
I just love that as well.
Over here. It's really, I love doing this actually. If you're someone who loves to stamp and to create really fun backgrounds like this, just stamp loads of your flowers randomly on a piece of paper and then die cut different shapes. You'll get different pieces like this that you can add to cards.
Just as a topper, that's really beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, that's where it's really going to shine, isn't it? I now need some black ink. We'll go with a Memento.
Joanna said that looks amazing. I'm not very good with stamping, but that board looks like it makes things a lot easier. Yeah, honestly, that stamping. Me and Stacey were talking about it on Friday, and we were saying, you know, I'd said I'm quite a confident stamper, as you are, Natalie, but I don't think I could not use it now.
No, there is some things that I think. Do you know what, this would stamping press like smaller stamps?
Yeah, we said that. Yeah,
but for things like this, it's really good just to help you to build up your confidence, to make you feel a little bit better about your stamping. So now we can sort of build this into our card. So I've got an A5 now. This would also have looked really nice in a 5x7. I'm going to pop this on here, but I think before we do that, we just need to add a little bit of a border just to make those colours pop, because it is white, so it is a little bit it can sometimes feel like when you're just doing white it can get lost, but with our brush markers, I'm taking the black and we're just going to outline this section. Now it doesn't have to be straight, I kind of want that
freehand look.
Freehand look here, but we're just going to, and it is literally going to be 4 lines, but it's going to look
gorgeous.
So much.
It just adds that little finishing touch, doesn't it?
It does, doesn't it? I think so. And I don't know whether I should do it on the diamond, but I think to keep it,
I don't think you need it.
I think when it's going to be on our foam pads anyway, it's not going to be a problem. Oh, forgot that this has got 2 lids on it. Right, so let's stick this down. To give it even more dimension, we're going to add foam pads to both sides. So I'm just going to use my thin strips, and these are perfect for this card. These types of cards as well, where you're going to add lots of dimension in different places. So thin strips across all of these sides here, and then we'll add one at the bottom. And then if I go further in, we've got these that are cut into like little diamond shapes. So if we pop these around here, because you want that to, you don't want any drooping when you're doing cards like this.
We don't want droopy cards.
We don't want droopy cards. And then I'll put another big one.
Jackie Bradley says that you can stamp all her cards, Natalie.
Thank you.
You can do all my stamping.
I do love stamping out of all the different types of card making. I think stamping is the one that gives you the freedom to be really creative, because you have to create your own backgrounds, you have to create your own sort of centerpieces.
It's literally a blank canvas, isn't it? You're starting from scratch.
It's you that can decide from the beginning to the end how your card's going to look. So that is one reason why I love stamping so much. So this is going to go onto here, just making sure that my edges are all straight. And when that's stuck down, we're going to stick this in the centre. And I'm just looking for some 2mm foam pads actually. They're all 1mm. So what we'll do is we'll trim these strips down, and we can use these. Another good use of your strip foam pads is that when you've got odd shapes like this, you can cut them down and fill in those gaps. So we want this to stand off that background we've created, so we'll double up on here.
Fabulous.
And I think we'll just finish it off with some gemstones. We'll go with some pinks, I think, just in the corner at the bottom, just to fill out that space. But a very, very clean card. But because we've added that sort of extra dimension where you've die cut here, it kind of makes it a little bit more fancy. And pearls are going to be the best for this.
I guess as well, that's
I think
an idea that you can incorporate into all sorts of card making, not just stamping, you know, your little book pages, your backing card and papers, things like that. You can die cut all sorts of little shapes out and layer it up like that just to give it a different look.
It really does add just an extra special effect, I think. It's not too much, it's not too little, but it just works. So we've gone with, I went with purple actually, because I think the purple worked a little bit better.
They're perfect.
And that's the best thing about our gemstones, is that you can always find
Can we just
a
say as
colour
well,
that you need.
Not that I want to call you out, Natalie, but you prepped that this morning and it's absolutely amazing. Like, it's incredible.
There you go.
Isn't it stunning?
It's, I don't think it takes them a lot to make this card as beautiful as it is. I think the stamps do all the work for you. The layering and the colours just make it really stand out, because it's not flat like normal flower stamps would be. So it adds so much more to your cards that you don't actually have to go super crazy with them.
No, I absolutely love it. It's beautiful. Thank you, Natalie.
You're welcome.
We are going to come back to Natalie. She's going to show us another amazing make. We're just going to show you some of the gorgeous cards that the team have made. Now, I did put these in some kind of order before, and then I put them down and shuffled them up. So we're just going to look through them. We'll see what we come across. Okay, so we have got, let me get in the right place, our gorgeous poppies. Look at the colour on those. They are stunning. That one's by our lovely Barbara. Ooh.
See, in these ones you can see that colour and how it really, really works.
Doesn't it? You've obviously got that added, you know, black centre, which it gives it that real dramatic sort of contrast, doesn't it? It's beautiful. That one's by our lovely Becca. This one's our Primroses.
I love those.
Yeah, me too. They're so pretty, aren't they?
I think they just add so much to the card, like whether you're wanting to do it on like a background or the forefront of your card, it's just so lovely.
Yeah, this one is by our lovely Barbara. Oh, look at this one. It's very sort of pop arty, isn't it?
I thought that, yeah, and that's something that you can do, because you don't have to use all the layers that you've got here. You can be quite choosy with which bits you want to use. Yeah,
definitely. Oh, this one's gorgeous.
Those panels, such a good idea, that.
Yeah, definitely. I love it. And footy cutting around the actual flower is a really lovely effect as well. There we go again. Let me just pop that one the right way around. It's by our lovely Rachel. So here she's used, in the pinks, she's used pink jelly bean, dusky rose and camellia pink. And in the purples, she's used blackcurrant jam, purple velvet and French navy.
Oh, they're good colours.
Lovely. This one is by our lovely Becca. Gorgeous blues there.
I love the blues. I think I'm going to do a blue one next.
Oh, nice. I'm excited. There we go. There's a few more with that gorgeous stamp that Natalie's just used by Becca. Wrapping a little bit of parchment around it as well.
But you can see here all the different types of colour combinations people have used as well.
Definitely.
So it's not just that you have to use the guides that we've given you, but the guides help, so use them.
Look how beautiful that one is in the greys. That's absolutely stunning, isn't it?
I love how the background sort of has that light effect as well, with the lighter red at the top. That's really pretty.
It's amazing. Oh, look at that one.
I think this is a really nice way of showing how you can utilise them with your other elements that you might have as well, that you wouldn't necessarily think of.
No.
Your paper pads and duotones and even collection cardstock.
Yes, absolutely. It's gorgeous. It's like a proper little winter flower, isn't it? And then finally we've got one more.
I love that.
I do.
Isn't that so nice, with a little just simple swoosh?
Yeah.
In the background.
It's gorgeous. That's done with our some of our parchment there. And I don't know if you can see, but there are some splats in the background there as well, just tying all those colours in together. It's absolutely stunning. It really is. So before we head over to Natalie, we are just going to remind you of that fabulous Win It Weekly.
Oh, yes.
Oh, if you would like to be in with the chance of winning this whopping box full of goodies, we have got 2 prizes of our Christmas blockbuster from this year. It's worth $49.95. We have 2 people that will win this. You just need to like, share and comment and answer our question correctly. It's very easy today. According to Forrest Gump, life was like A, a bag of lemons, B, a handful of roses, or C, a box of chocolates. You let us know which you think the answer is, and we will be selecting 2 winners on Friday's show. Okay, Natalie, are you ready?
I think so.
Yeah?
Yeah. So
Very
for this
excited.
one, I'm going to start off with my background first, because I've got the colours that I'm using for my flowers. So we've got a selection of blues, and we've also got some yellows and a little bit of pink that we're going to bring in here. I'm going to do sort of like a watercolour background on here, so I'm just going to pop these out of view, but then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in this colour, and we're just going to create a nice little palette on our mat here. Now you could do this with your stamps before you put them onto your block. So instead of going straight from ink pad to stamp, you could go you could stamp it down here, give it a little bit of a wash, then add your colour, and that would give it a totally different effect.
It would, wouldn't it?
When you were finishing this off. So I've got some watercolour card here, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go a little bit crazy with my backgrounds. Now, at first it's going to look like a real hot mess, and you're going to think, is she okay? But it will get there, I promise. I promise. So adding in all of these colours, and you can do this in so many different ways, but over the last year I've sort of stuck to this way a little bit more, and the reason why is because you're in charge of where the colour goes. So if you want a mix of colour and you want it in a certain way, or you want it to look a certain sort of, like how I've got here, you can see the darker greens, you can see the lighter greens. It looks a bit more moody, and I'm creating that by adding in the colours into certain places, which if you did it on an acrylic block or onto a piece of acetate or something like that and then flattened it down, you wouldn't be able to be so creative with the way that you do that. So it's just it's kind of a little cheat actually for making sure you get the background the way that you want it. Okay, so now I just need to get the heat tool. So bear with me. It's just down here.
It's going into the cellar.
All the way. It'd fallen on the floor. And we're just going to heat this up now. So where you've got more water, obviously, it's going to take a bit longer to dry, but you can push those edges around, and it will give you a really nice effect when it's dried, because you'll have the colour sort of going towards the darker bits. And we'll just heat this up so it's nice and dry, and then we'll add some more of the other colours in that you're going to see in your finished stamp. So just working sort of backwards here. I'm using the same colours, but we're creating our background first.
I like this.
There's a lot of colour, a lot of water in that section there. A little dry.
It does look really cool.
Sometimes it's just nice to watch it.
Yeah.
When the colour just
definitely
sort of evaporates and how it's going to work. But if you do feel like you've got bits that have got too much on, then you can take like an old towel or some loo roll or some wipe like I'm doing here, and just lift some of that colour, and then it's going to dry a little bit faster for you.
Lots of people are getting the answer correct for our Win It Weekly.
It's a good question.
It is a very good question.
Okay. Look how cool that is now it's finished.
I love that.
You've got so many different sort of colours in there. It's really cool. So now with our more like sort of vibrant colours, we're going to go in with the fire coral. We'll go over with the blue as well, just to mix that in. And we'll do the yellow. We're just going to add a few sort of splats in here. So not as much water when you're doing this, because you want the colour to be really vibrant. And then we'll go over. So that's one colour. And then we'll use a red, and I'll see what it looks like when this is done, because I might not go in with that other colour. A lot of colour we added there. And then if you want some spots to be a little bit bigger, just go in with your brush and sort of add in, just drop in that colour. We will do the blue as well, I think, but we'll just try and not do it as sort of far up.
Ooh. Oh yeah,
There we go.
I like the blue.
we've brought it all back together with that blue colour that we had before. So now we're going to cut this down to create a background. So just moving that colour away, clearing it up a little bit, and I'm going to get my guillotine.
Whoop, whoop.
This is such
our new favourite
a good
toy.
So we'll pop this under here. Now our card is going to be a 5x7. So what I'm going to do is, if we did it from that area, we'd have a lot of splat over there. So it's going to be a little bit off-centered on the card. So I'll bring it to 5 1/4, and then we can still use some of this other bit. So some bits haven't fully dried there. So I'm going to take it down to 2 notches below 5, and I'll do the same on the other side, so it's 2 notches below the 7. So let's just trim those edges. So then we're bringing it into the centre of our sort of our space now.
Isn't it such a satisfying sound?
It is a satisfying sound. I've just cut my thingy a bit too short though. It's okay, we can save it. I'll just take another couple of notches off.
Oh yeah, you can lose a little bit of that white
anyway. We can
anyway.
just lose more of that,
yeah,
that empty space.
It looks amazing. It almost looks like sort of marbled, and
it's cool.
It's fab.
It reminds me of, do you remember when we were using our Glimmer Mist and
Yes.
the shaving foam, we
Yeah.
were creating those cool backgrounds? It reminds me of that. So our background's ready to go. So what we need to do is stamp the flowers. So I'm just going to do one flower for you, because I do have some already ready to go. Now this stamp has loads of different bits to it. So we're starting off with our lightest blue, so we'll go in with Arctic Mist, and this one I think is kind of one of those ones where it's you've got lots of different layers, but it's really easy to see which one goes where because of the shape of your flower.
Yeah.
So again, if you're someone who doesn't have a stamping press yet and you're thinking, can I use these with my blocks, then of course you can. When we are lining these up though, we just need to work out, I always go for what bit sticks out the most, and that's this little bit here. And then we can line that up and make sure all your edges sort of meet, and then we'll press that down. So we'll go in with that periwinkle, and then the third layer
fab.
actually uses the periwinkle as well. So that is this one. So we're going in with periwinkle again here, and this, you'll be able to tell when this one goes down what we mean about you like double stamping and using the same colour to add more dimension, because you're just increasing the intensity of that one colour, but it really, really works. So making sure we're all lined up. We'll stamp over on that one again.
Oh wow.
You can see it, it's very slight, but it looks really cool. And then the fourth one, we're going in with a nautical blue. So this is...
Ooh, this is going to be super vibrant.
I'm excited. Going to really change the look of this now. So let's get my layers together.
Natalie, do you think you could use your brush markers direct on these stamps?
Definitely.
So that would be
another use for your, I think if I was using my brush markers, I would definitely use my stamping press.
Yeah.
Because you want to make sure that your colours are a lot more vibrant. But yeah, using the pens would give you so much more options, so much more variety in how dark or light it was going to be. So that was layer 4.
That looks amazing.
So then you have this little centerpiece as well to do. So for this one, we've got French Navy, which is going to really intensify the middle of here. Now to get this one right, the line that Stacey's left in the middle here is the exact same as the one on the center of your stamp. So once you've got that lined up, then we can stamp that down.
Mm-hmm. You're so brave.
I know. It is a little bit like, oh, I hope it's in the right place.
There's a few comments. Gemma Wilson has said, I mean, that looks amazing. She said, you make this look so easy. I bet I won't be that calm and tidy. It's just practice, isn't it?
I think so.
And not being afraid of it. If it doesn't work out, it's not a disaster.
And do you want to hear something that's going to make you go even more, what, this is crazy?
Go on.
I was actually on annual leave when we launched these. So this is the first time I've stamped with these.
There we go.
Today is the first time I've stamped with these, so it's not necessarily all about the practice, it's just making sure it's lined up.
Yeah.
Making sure it's lined up and then it all will do the work for you.
And
so
if you're not 100% sure about lining up like this with an acrylic block, then just get yourself that stamping platform. It will change your stamping life, I promise you.
It really will.
So many people, I'm sure, can comment on here and say, you know, how much more confidence it's given them to use their stamps as well. We've got a few comments as well. I just wanted to read out. We have got Amanda who said, watching this gives me confidence to try and use these techniques more. So thank you, Natalie.
Do it.
Lorna has asked, can I find which colour stamp pads I will need so that I can check? I know we've already commented on it, but you can check on the Hunky Dory Hub. You can see the full stamping guides on there.
The stamping guides are on the hub, so you can go online, you can have a look.
What colours you're going to need so that you can order everything at the same time and then you know you're going to get them. Anita saying that technique looks amazing. I'm definitely going to try that. That was with the background. So yeah, lots of love for this card.
So then for this one, instead of stamping it and keeping it flat, we're going to create some dimensions. So we're cutting around our stamps here and I'm just leaving a really thin layer of white because that is going to allow this extra colour to pop. But because it's quite loose, the stamps that we're using here, then don't be afraid to do this, because even if you cut it a little bit too short or it's a little bit bigger on one end, it's going to look really, really cool. So
and it's quite a nice solid design to cut out, that one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not too fiddly at all. So you've also got some leaves with this one. So for the leaves as well, the guides are on there for the colours that you need. But I think it's quite, I think most of the leaves we've done with the same colours. So you've got that apple green, olive green. But if you wanted a darker one, because I think I definitely want a darker one for the poppies, then I would suggest maybe starting with the middle one. So start with your olive green, then your rainforest, and then I'd use evergreen.
Oh yeah.
Because I think that'll make it
that would be nice.
A lot more deeper. But even the poppies in your oranges, you know, starting off with your apricot sorbet, then using canary, orange, but maybe second generation stamping, so it's not as harsh, and then going with your fire coral. You know, you can do a lot of different things to create different colours or different tones of your colours. So don't be scared to have a real fun with this one. So let's bring in our cool background and we can build in our flowers. So I've got 4 flowers now. I might not use them all, but we'll see. And then I've got some leaves. We've got a 5x7, so the easiest way to start, as always, is to put your base down, and then you can go super crazy with the rest of it. So just using some double-sided tape, we'll pop this on here.
Oh, they look so pretty, don't they, when you see them all together like that? They're gorgeous. You
could do like little bouquets with them.
Yeah. They're just so pretty. Lots of people saying...
create nice pop-up cards as well.
Yes, that would
be really cool.
Definitely.
Okay, so let's pop this in.
Lots of love for the stamping press from people that have got it.
Yeah, it's one thing that you know people absolutely love is the stamping press.
Yeah. We've got Cheryl saying, I've had many stamps and never been any good at using them until I got the stamp press. Now I love stamping and trying new techniques. Maggie says, it looks fantastic now. I will be investing in these stamps.
Do it.
Bethan,
so
not normally a stamper because I'm not good at colouring, but these stamps are gorgeous. Yeah, if you're not very good at colouring or you're just not a fan of colouring, then this
is
a
perfect range, isn't it, to get started with. So I'm doing a mixture of glue and foam pads because what I've done with my flowers actually is I've just popped all of the petals upwards first off to create that nice little round bit, and then just on the edges, sort of pushing it in with my finger, I've pushed it back, and then that gives you that nice sort of flower look where it's sort of opened and then sort of peeling outwards, maybe. Is that the right word?
We'll go with that.
People will know what I mean by now, surely.
We all know what you mean.
Everyone knows my gibberish. They know how to decipher it. If you're new, don't worry, you'll get there.
You'll get used to it.
You'll get there. Okay, so we'll pop one on with our foam pads, and then I think we'll put this one on. And I've cut down some strips into little squares, so I can just add a foam pad to the middle section, because again, we don't want to lose that sort of dimension that we've created here. So we'll pop that just on top.
Oh, Natalie, I love this.
And then our third one, I'm going to be really sort of keep that quite closed up. So we'll pop 2 foam pads on here. So each one is going to have different layers. And then, of course, we need to add in our petals. And I haven't actually put a sentiment on yet either. I'm not sure what sentiment we could use for this one. Okay, so let's slide these in. Construction glue is the best for this, because when you've got things that are sort of standing up like this, then you can use your construction glue, sneak it in, and if you want to pull it back a little bit, you've got the room to do that. Another one.
Natalie, this is my favourite make.
It's quite cool, isn't it? Should we give it away?
Yes, let's give it away.
Do a little giveaway. Okay, so another one.
Lots of people saying how cool this card is. Anita, wow, that looks amazing. Sheila, I absolutely love the colours.
Put that one under there, yeah.
Neil saying, wow, how cool is this card? Isn't it? It's absolutely stunning.
That just underneath there. So it's popping out a little bit, but it's still not too much that you won't be able to sort of get that in your envelope, because remember, your envelopes give you a little bit of space, but there is quite some dimension, so even if you wanted to, you could put this into a box.
Yeah, definitely.
That would be a super safe way of doing it.
Yeah.
And then shall we do our stamp?
Yeah.
Celebrating your day now.
Perfect.
This could be where it all goes wrong.
Come on, you've got this, Natalie. You can do this.
I'm going to do it with my stamping press, with my acrylic block, sorry, because I don't want my flowers to
you don't want to squash your
stuck.
flowers.
We'll go with French Navy. We'll make sure we've got loads and loads of stuff on here.
Is it a new stamp? Have we stamped it? Do we need to do a test stamp?
That's a good idea. Let's do that. Just
it's
in
a new
case.
one. Just a little bit of scrap, just to get a feel for the stamp.
It's a good stamp.
Yes, of course it's a good stamp.
It's a good stamp. I love the
font's beautiful.
The font is so nice. Those thin lines, really, really pretty. If it is unsuccessful, we'll fix it.
Yeah, we can always matte and layer a sentiment over the top. There's
use
lots of ways we can fix
pens.
it. Yeah.
Oh,
but have faith. Come on, positive vibes.
You ready?
You've got this.
Ta-da!
Yeah.
There we
Look
go.
at that.
There we go. So yeah, I think.
Oh my goodness, Natalie!
We're just going to leave it there.
Absolutely adore that card. It is stunning.
It's crazy, isn't it? But I think utilising the colours to create a background, but not making it as bright, it really lifts the flowers then. And just adding the little spots of the colour that you're using in the centre of the flowers just helps to tie it together a little bit.
It brings it all together. And all of that started as white card.
I know. That's the best bit.
How amazing. Wow. Thank you so much, Natalie. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm sure everybody, lots of people are saying how amazing it is.
We'll do a big giveaway on my Facebook page. So head over there.
Yes, make sure you head over to Natalie's Facebook page so that you can be in with the chance of winning that incredible card. Okay, where are we? So, last chance for your free gift today.
Don't miss out, please.
Don't miss out, don't miss out. We have got all of our gifts here. This is just a selection of what you could receive. So down at the bottom, we've got our Diamond Sparkles gemstones. So every single order that's over £1 will receive a Diamond Sparkles gemstones or gemstones roll worth £2.49. If you spend £15, which, let's be honest, we can all do that with our eyes shut.
Most definitely.
You will get your Diamond Sparkles gemstones and you'll get one of our luxury topper sets. We've just got a small selection down at the bottom there. You could get one of many hundreds of toppers that we have here at Hunky Dory. If you spend £25, you'll get your Diamond Sparkles gemstones, your luxury topper set, and this exclusive, beautiful Mirror Textures pack.
You are not going to find that anywhere else.
No. because we asked Dan to put it on our website and I still don't think he's done it.
We did.
So you're going to get 15 different sheets there with that beautiful, I'm going to try and just give it a little shimmer because this is moving after today anyway, so if it all falls down it's not a disaster. But you get that beautiful textured mirror. That's worth £13.47 altogether there. If you then spend £40, you'll get your diamond sparkles, you're going to get your topper set, your mirror textures and a little book. Again, we have just got 4 of hundreds of little books here. So you could get a square one, you could get a 6x4 one, you could get a Christmas one, it could be an everyday one. Who knows? It's a complete lucky dip. If you spend £60, you get your diamond sparkles gemstones, your topper set, your mirror textures, your little book, and one of these amazing deluxe craft pads, which is something that's new you've done while I've not been here.
I know, it's a mega prize.
I love them. They're such a cool concept.
So good.
It is.
Crafting on the go, crafting on holiday, you know, weekends away, just pop it in your bag.
Nicely
it's all
contained.
there.
Love it. Love, love, love. That's worth, have we moved on? I was confused then. Sorry, Emily. That's worth £35.45. And then if you spend £75, you get your gemstones, your topper set, your mirror textures, little book, deluxe craft pad and a moonstone die set. That takes your total up to £50.44. And then if you spend £100, you're going to get £65 worth of freebies. You're going to get the diamond sparkles, the topper set, the mirror textures, the little book, deluxe craft pad, die set, and some brush markers.
Incredible.
£65 worth of freebies. So
incredible.
You're spending £100, you're going to get £60 of that back in stuff. How amazing is that?
So really, you've only spent £40.
That's how I work. I'm sure lots of you work like that at home as well. Yeah.
That's how my brain. Well, even less than that because it's £35.
£35.
£35, and you're going to get all of that back.
Amazing.
Crazy.
We love it. We love it. Okay, I think we don't have another demo, do we?
No.
No, because we did have a mega awesome one. So we captured it 2 today.
I thought we'd do some crazy ones.
Yeah.
But yeah.
The 2 that you've done have been absolutely stunning. So we're okay with that. Don't worry. Okay, so let's just have another look at our Win It Weekly. So to be with the chance of winning this amazing prize of our Christmas blockbuster that's worth £49.95. There are 2 winners. You just need to like, share and comment with your answer to our question, which is, according to Forrest Gump, life was like a what? Was it A, a bag of lemons, B, a handful of roses, or C, a box of chocolates? You let us know which you think the correct answer is, and we will select 2 winners on Friday's show.
What do you think would be worse out of those? Like, obviously, a box of chocolates is the best one for if you received it, but do you reckon a bag of lemons or a handful of roses would be more painful?
Well, it depends on,
Because roses are spiky.
They are spiky.
They are.
I'd be all right with the lemons because I can pop them in my gin.
Very true.
It's fine. It's fine.
Very true.
So you let us know which you think the answer is. Our TV schedule this week, we are back on Create and Craft on Friday at 9 a.m, 12 p.m, and then it says 10 p.m.
That will be a US only show.
Oh.
A very late one.
Very late one. And that's with the lovely Laura and the brand new concertina shutter cards. Ooh.
Everyone loves the concept cards, and this is one you don't want to miss.
Definitely. They're absolutely amazing. We are going to add our ombre ink pads to our prize rollover box. So we are going to add the yellows and the purples.
That's got to be filling up now, Emily. It's getting there, isn't it?
Ooh. Let's see how big we can get that. It's always good when it's a whopping prize, isn't it? And next on Hunky Dory Craft TV on Wednesday, Super Savers.
Don't you just love it when we come from a big promotional week and then we're just going to give you even more offers, even more deals?
Yeah, it's how we roll here. It's just how we do life. We love it.
We do.
So who is here on Wednesday? Are we still a little bit TBC?
We're a little bit TBC, but Rebecca is going to be demonstrating.
Rebecca's definitely going to be here.
So that's going to be a fun one for you. But yeah, I think it might be me.
I think it might be you.
I might sneak in for an extra show. Why not?
She missed out last week.
I did. I
came back and stole all the shows, and she was at telly. So yeah. Natalie will be back on Wednesday, and that is it from us today. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. Have a fabulous day, and we will see you all on Wednesday. Bye.